Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Rolling to his left. He's going deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. From the gun, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this 1st quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen steps away to his left. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now, hang tight, we pause for an injury to the wide receiver Stephon Diggs, who is yet to hop back on his feet. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he is out of bounds downs, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on first down, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And a loose football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
Bills 3.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Well, let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Smith looking long for Thomas, and that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Smith's pass.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he comes back with one complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bills 3, Washington 0.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Hey, baby, this ain't just a puff.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Washington.
They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he's got some space here. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
Allen going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. Washington takes over first.
Alex Smith and the offense heading out for their next possession. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Smith, good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Quentin Jefferson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
7-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
John Brown.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Taken down by Reuben Foster. It's a gain of
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Escaping the pressure right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen, flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion.
After reviewing the play, the running on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo 1st.
1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
56 to Mark, boy, 56. Check 56.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there.
After review of the play,
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run, maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's the end of.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Washington, nothing.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 2nd and 9, Smith. And he'll find Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
The 44-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, is has got to be priority one.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. The 30. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So that one will be accepted.
Still first down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
48
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long. 2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Cowboys.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
13-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Roethlisberger on first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup. I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
By Alex Highsmith.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
His kick is good. Makes the score Cowboys 10, Steelers nothing.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
The 38-yard line.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Cowboys 10, Steelers nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Alert. 54
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The tackle made
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
a gain of 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Terrell Edmonds.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but yeah, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
Too many
three-syllable word.
syllables, yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
And they'll get him down right at the 20. 5-yard line to the side.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We own no spacing. We own it. Mike 54.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
At the 26-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
With the give to Ezekiel.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. He'll rifle this one. That's caught inside the 20. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Switch.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Elliott. They find some open field here. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 79 yards. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 2.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Ray McLeod on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
48 to Mike.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 yards. It's second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Alex Highsmith. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Third and long for Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Dak Prescott sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to try and go deep again. And now here is another interception. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go to Elliott again. Elliott a first down and more. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 39, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
7 yards to go.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it.